Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video I wanted to feature Shadow Magnezone, running it with a Mantine lead and Registeel in the back. Registeel is going to be used as a safe swap to kind of set up Shadow Magnezone. Hopefully you can get a shield. It's going to lure out a lot of the things like the Mud Boys that Magnezone is going to lose to. I had a really good time with this team. I was running it around the 2800, 2900s. That being said, let's take a look at Shadow Magnezone. So right off the bat, we're leading Mantine into a Dragonite. I like to just throw an aerial lace here. They always seem to shield. Just to get the shield. Hypothetically, you could just go on Registeel, but I mean, guaranteed shield for an aerial lace seems like a good deal. Now I've been shielding some of these, letting some of them go. I let this one go because he threw right away, and he's gonna CMP time me, but he's not quite at a superpower, so it's just gonna be a Dragon Claw, and he's gonna zap. I'm gonna zap cannon it. So definitely knock out if he lets it go. Yeah. So I'm up a shield, and I have switch advantage. He's gonna come in with Ferrothorn. Now I'm thinking I want to sweep with Magnezone here. He actually doesn't have Thunder, otherwise he probably would have thrown it. So I get his energy out of the way. Coming in with Magnezone here. I mean, even against resisted things, mere Wild Charge. My God, Wild Charge is gonna do a lot of damage. So he's gonna. I mean, I did not do as much as I thought it would, but I mean, it still does a lot of damage. So Ferrothorn's pretty bulky as it is. So down shield, but he actually stays in, so he's probably got something pretty weak to it in the back. Yeah, Tapu Fini. And I'm gonna Wild Charge it. He's probably thinking his only win con's a bait and gonna sweep with the Magnezone. I guess it's only two Pokemon, but still. Here, Galvantula lead. Definitely don't want that on my Mantine, so I'm gonna swap into Registeel. Hoping to be able to take two of these, so I will definitely, if I can debuff him here, I'll definitely be able to live two. He's going to shield that up, and I get the debuff, so really nice there. He's going to let another move go. Oh, he's going to let a move go. I'm not going to shield this again. He just lunges, actually, so interesting play there. I guess he was maybe thinking I was going to shield. He is coming with Superior, so some reason, I don't know why I went Zap Cannon here. Definitely should have went Focus Blast. Probably could have farmed down with my Mantine when I came back in, but I didn't, so I don't know. Maybe I was thinking Zap Cannon if I debuff it. I don't know what I was thinking. That was just a really bad play by me. But yeah, nonetheless though, I'm able to at least get my Magnezone, I think, up a shield, right? Yeah, Magnezone up a shield. Gonna get this Aerial Lace off on the Galvantula. He's gonna actually shield that, so he's gonna definitely bait here, but I just need the health. So Wild Charge being debuffed, it should still knock out. I mean, Galvantula is really glassy, so yeah, he comes in with Ninetales. I'm just farming up as much as I can. He's at back-to-back, but I mean, I have a move, so I could just click the Wild Charge. Wild Charge is a little bit more energy. Is it energy efficient? I know it does more damage. Not sure if it's more energy efficient, though. Here I'm playing a good friend of mine, Famo. Wanted to just give him a shout-out. So just like all the Dragonite lead earlier, I'm just going to throw the Aerial Lace, get the shield here, and then go right into Registeel. He doesn't throw right away, so that's a good for him. I'm going to actually just let it go, and he baits, so really nice there. Likely going to be a superpower here, so I'm going to shield this one up, and now he's going to come in with his Registeel. I overfarmed a little bit, over 100, probably one or two lock-ons, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference because I still had all that energy lead. Oh, I guess it did. Maybe it did make a difference. But now he's energy dry, so I'm energy dry on my Mantine, but I can outpace to a Water Pulse because I'll need 7, and he'll need, I guess if he wants to get to Zap Cannon, he'll need 8. So I can go ahead and do that, and he should be energy dry on his Dragonite too for the most part, so I can outpace to an Aerial Lace. Likely gonna shield this. Most people playing Shadow Dragonite use all their shields on Dragonite, and this is giving me a huge energy advantage. I can shield this, and there's pretty much, I feel like there's, unless they have a ground type, there's nothing he can really do. Comes with Empoleon, able to take that win. Here, even though Mantine isn't a bad matchup into Mandibuzz, Registeel is better, and you need to lure out whatever is in the back. He actually comes in with his own. Now I'm gonna Zap Cannon this because I was hoping that if I Zap Cannon it and I get the debuff, then I'll be able to live too. I should have Focus Blast again though. I should have just went straight for the safe play. But he Zap Cannons me back actually, so I farm up to 100 energy. Gonna throw this off. He's gonna shield that, so I'm able to get shield advantage. And seeing how much health it has right now and how he's pretty much energy dry, I should be able to come in Magnezone and just farm it down. All I got to use is one shield. So I'm really setting up my Magnezone well. And he's got a Mandibuzz, so I don't know what he has in the back. And he just top lefts, I guess. So whatever it was, couldn't handle Shadow Magnezone. Carbink lead comes in with a Razor Leafer and Victory Bell. So likely going to be another Razor Leafer in the back. It seems to be Tropius. This is just a Basti double Razor Leaf, but instead of Basti, you're using Carbink. So able to get a shield there. And it's really nice that he comes in with his Victory Bell here instead of... well, I guess it doesn't really matter because I bet Wild Charge with one shot. I was thinking of how it's neutral against Tropius, but Tropius is super bulky, so yeah. But yeah, I'm going to save my shields for the Magnezone. I want to get this out of the way right away because I want to just preserve health on my Mantine. He's going to come in, and he's going to come in with Tropius. Now, I'm pretty sure you need like 5 volt switches on this to kill. I did it, actually it's in the different match, but when I did it earlier, only through 4, he lived with 1 health, so, or like really low health, so the Tropius did. Just gonna go Mirror Shot, then Wild Charge. This isn't quite gonna knock out, but I got all this health left on Mantine that I'm able just to farm it down and take the win there. Now, against Ninetale leads, some reason I like to just throw 2 Aerial Laces on my Mantine, and if it's Powder Snow I just throw 1, but I guess that gives him a chance to swap out in case he's trying to lure something out. Then I can like kind of react to that situation, and the energy advantage on Mantine can be really nice. So that's just how I play it. You could just go straight Registeel, I guess. I played multiple Ninetale leads and none of them swapped out, so here I'm just going straight for Focus Blast. I would have made the Focus Blast, probably wouldn't have made the Zap Cannon, but he decides to throw. If you guys saw earlier, it was the what was it? I don't remember now. But yeah, Dragonite comes in, getting a shield from that. Thinking I can live this and then make it to another one. I am able to. I was watching for the swap. He swaps out, and yeah, GG's there. Just farm up to double Mirror Shot. And it was a Poliwrath. So usually, I mean, I just shielded once, trying to get that second shield. He let it go though, so I ended up working out perfectly. It wouldn't have mattered though. Even if he shielded that, I still would have won that game. So good game to that guy. Next up, Guzzlord and Mantine. Can't really swap out here because I don't want my Magnezone on this thing. Like, probably at this range, 1 Volt Switch or 1 Wild Charge would kill, but just trying to play this out. He tries to make a catch, which I'm really thankful for. And for some odd reason, I go Registeel here. I guess I see Registeel Zap Cannon, I'm like, oh, perfect. But if I went in with my Magnezone, I could have farmed it down, just used 1 shield. I don't know. I should have went in Magnezone there. For some reason, I didn't, though. But I'm able to get a shield here. And he's gonna, so he must be really weak to Registeel. A lot of people are really weak to Registeel. Like, Registeel beats a lot of the meta, but it's just like, with no fast move pressure, it's really hard to run sometimes. So he's just going for the Aerial Ace. He actually catches on his Guzzlord. Really good play by him. So I'm just gonna try to farm that down, make him throw energy, either one. And I actually didn't want him to get to another Dragon Claw, so I just came and sniped with Magnezone. And then he comes in with Mantine. I don't know. He realized something in the back was going to lose. So, yeah. Greedent. I've double Water Pulse will take it out here before he can take you out in the zeros. So I'm just going to go Water Pulses. I can't really lure this out either because Mud Shots, even though it's a Greedent Mud Shot, it's still going to do a lot of damage to Magnezone. And then I don't want to come in and have to use a Focus Blast here on this Greedent. So I just decided staying in here, hoping that he doesn't have a Mud Boy in the back. Farming up as much as possible. Then Greedent will die. Comes in with Gligar, able to make it to the Water Pulse. Let's see if he was counting correctly. He either wasn't counting correctly or didn't want to shield that. So I'm just gonna come in with Gligar, use a shield here, and then farm it down. I'm sitting in a pretty good situation. Here I could just go double Wild Charge and then go into my Registeel. So he's gonna definitely gonna be a Surf, but I still want to shield that. There, I'm actually gonna let the Hex hit me first before I swap out because it does less damage. That's just kind of me trying way too hard because I got this game in the bag anyway. So yeah. Without a shield, I'm just watching for the catch. He doesn't catch, so Able to throw my Zap Cannon, doesn't try to catch, and able to farm down this Gligar and take the win. Next up is a Victory Bell. Just gonna throw an Aerial Ace here, but I guess I didn't throw right away, which was nice. Comes in with the Steelix. Steelix is really bad for Magnezone. That's one of the things that you might not lure out with a Registeel. And there I farm way over 100 because I'm an idiot. I don't know. I've done that too much with Registeel. So he's going to shield that first one up, and then he just threw straight Crunch, so he doesn't have Earthquake likely. He's just going for the debuff as soon as possible. Got to throw it again. He's going to shield that again. And here I'm thinking, okay, so I am going to want to try to get this shield advantage or knock it out. And I ended up just throwing because if he were to snipe me or try to catch, likely the fast move would have killed me, so I had to do something there. I had to just make sure I got the move off. So really unfortunate there. That over farming on the Registeel kind of earlier in the game really screwed me over. But here, our switch clocks are really misaligned, so I'm able to just get to double Mirror Shot. Go one Mirror Shot, two Mirror Shots, and I think I still have a shield, so whatever I do, Water Pulse should be enough to take out this Steelix, but he realizes that and just top lefts. Here, Poliwrath, really good lead for me here. He safe swaps Mandibuzz, so I'm going to go into Registeel. It's definitely better to go into Registeel than Magnezone, because it's just really weird when you're debuffed. Like same with Jellicent. I think Jellicent actually beats Magnezone in the 2s, especially if it has like 1 hex lead, so I like to just go into Registeel here. And like the only thing Magnezone, like even if he did take switch, Magnezone only really loses to a Steelix, right? Because you can still double Wild Charge the Mud Boys. But yeah, this is a good matchup for me here. So I realize I just need a Focus Blast. I'm gonna throw the Focus Blast. He's gonna shield that up. So I got both shields here, and I'm like, okay, so I could just come right in with my Magnezone and snipe this. He's gonna come in with Poliwrath, but like not a big deal. I could just Wild Charge that. And I pretty much, there's nothing I don't think that can beat me right now. I got up a shield. Yeah, up 2 shields actually. Yeah, so he comes in with this. I'm just gonna go straight double or Wild Charge, then Mirror Shot. No, okay, so I can't make it there. I think I had 2 Mirror Shots, so I probably should just went with that. But I could just Water Pulse this. Pretty easy game here. No point in doing anything silly. And if you were to catch, not a big deal. So yeah, GG's. Next up, a Carbink lead. Gonna lure out whatever I can with this. So like you guys saw this team earlier, very likely a Tropius in the back. So I'm gonna try to debuff this as quickly as possible. And I think I could take switch here, but I need the shields for Magnezone. So I'm just gonna let this go. And I don't remember if I got the debuff. So I'm just gonna go for the Focus Blast, because hopefully I should be able to make another move then. But yeah, so he's just gonna throw. I'm actually gonna shield this, I guess. Interesting. I guess I'm gonna go for the extra shield. I thought very likely he's gonna shield this because it's such a dominant matchup with Mantine versus Carbink. And yeah, I wanted shields down because I knew it was a Razor Leafer in the back, and if he had a shield here, he could do a lot more damage with his Razor Leafs to my Magnezone. So I'm gonna throw this here, and as I was talking to you guys earlier, see how he lived with just a little bit of health right there. So that's why I threw one more there last time. Wild Charge, just gonna kind of just go double Wild Charge here. Does a little bit more damage. And Magnezone again able to beat the double Grass team with the help of Mantine's Aerial Ace or Wing Attack. Another Greedent lead here, so I'm just gonna go double Water Pulse here. You're able to just beat Greedent in the zeros there. Doing that. Farm up with a lot of energy, I guess. Gets the 2 Body Slams off. I'm gonna go Water Pulse right away after he throws. And then, yeah, so I'm not sure if you're Greedent, you should maybe go Trailblaze. I'm not sure. But whatever. Water Pulse in this. It's going to take it out. And I'm able to win switch and have a little bit of energy on my Mantine. So I'm going to see if he was counting here. It was not counting. So I could have made it to Water Pulse even there. I just didn't want to risk it. Because I mean, even if I land an Aerial Ace, I still only need, then I only need one move from Registeel, and if I don't, and I don't get any shields at all from it, or don't even throw any energy or anything, then it's really tough for my backline to deal with Gligar. So he's gonna dig me. He's gonna dig me again here. And I'm thinking my best win con is to just farm this down. So hopefully he has something weak to it. He comes in with Jellicent. Here I can throw, and then if he shields this, I can just farm up to a Wild Charge and a Mirror Shot, but he actually lets that go, so I'm able just to farm that down, but he top lefts. Here again, I throw 2, going Registeel, and then he comes in with Poliwrath. Now this thing actually has Power Up Punch, so really, like, just awful matchup for Registeel here. Even if I debuff, he should still be able to make it. So I wasn't sure. I thought maybe if I debuffed, I could have made it, but I wasn't able to. So I should have thrown Zap Cannon at the last possible second, but I didn't do that. So something I could have done would have saved, or would have probably made him have 2 less counters, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna Air Lace. I'm debuffed, so I'm not able, or he's not able to. He's not gonna die from the Air Lace. But I can get a little bit more farm on it, and I'm going to come in with Magnezone here, see what I can do. Comes in with a Ferrothorn, so I'm thinking this is a winnable game. I'm going to throw this Wild Charge here. And then I'm going to shield this up because I'm debuffed, otherwise it's probably even going to knock out. And all I really need is a double Mirror Shot on the Ninetales, and then I have a... Oh, I guess... No, he actually does a good play. Doesn't shield that. Comes in, just going to rely on his Charm A9. I'm able to make it to a Water Pulse, but this is not going to KO. So Magnezone not quite able to clutch up here. And yeah, losing to that team. Next up, another Ninetales lead. Throwing 2 again as usual. He's going to stay in for a while. So I guess he has no answer to Registeel. He comes in with Victory Bell. But I have all this energy advantage, so I'm really sitting pretty here. Able to actually outpace them. Or, I don't know, maybe he wasn't throwing yet? I don't know. Able to get that shield here. Now that I have a shield advantage, I want to just save my shields for Mantine, or Magnezone. He actually Acid Sprays and is able to farm me down. Really unfortunate there. And he's able to get to the next move with just 1 health. So pretty unfortunate, but he comes in with Carbink. And he has Ninetales in the back, so he really had no answer to any steel types. So Magnezone, just gonna shield this up, and then I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, I'm trying to go for the farm down here so I can double Wild Charge if he comes in, and I'm able to actually get there. So likely I'm gonna go, yeah, double Wild Charge, because even with the debuff, that Rock Throw isn't gonna KO Magnezone, and it does more damage. Wild Charge does more damage, and it will just come in here. I go for the Water Pulse because I could have made it, or I could make it, but all I really needed to get to was a Aerial Lace. And yeah, next up we got a Gligar lead. So he's going to throw at 6 right before I get to the Ice Beam or Water Pulse. Here I'm just probably going to go straight Aerial Ace. But he comes in with Goodra, so I want to get into one shot, and with the Focus Blast, I'm going to throw this move here and then swap out into my Registeel. He's going to Aqua Tail me. And I wasn't sure if I thought maybe we'd CMP tie, but I wanted to just get that extra energy advantage on this thing so that I could outpace the Gligar. And I undercharged it a little bit, and it's actually a really good undercharge there. I could have done a little bit more, but I was able to get just a little bit more, and that's going to allow me to outpace this Gligar. Just going to go for the Focus Blast here, because maybe that like I'm one closer to another move then. And then also, no matter what he throws, he's going to need a dig here. If he threw Aerial Ace, then he would have been kind of screwed. Now he catches on Apollyon. I wanted to throw this right away before he got to another move, but that's going to allow me just to farm this thing down, and then I can just go double Mirror Shot and then save a shield for my Mantine and Aerial Ace it when it comes back in. So I'm gonna let off this first Mirror Shot, let off the second Mirror Shot. I mean, honestly, I probably could just make it to a third Mirror Shot if I wanted to, which I'm probably actually gonna do because it's kind of like a Magnezone showcase here. So yeah, gonna shield that up, and he's gonna top left. I screenshot for some reason. Next up, Dragonite. Gonna do what I always do here, throw an Aerial Ace, get the shield, and then go into Registeel. Just going in here. And it's kind of tricky if you want to shield this or not. Let's see, I let this one go. I call it again. That's what they've been doing a lot, baiting and then the superpower, which makes sense because I think that's all you really need is a Dragon Claw superpower. He baits me again and catches on his own Registeel. So, I don't know, good plays by him, I guess. But I'm able to outpace him to another Focus Blast, overfarm just a little bit, and able to take Switch here. Not that I really need Switch, but yeah, this is going to force him to throw a superpower, and our clock should be unaligned, so I should be able to farm this down with Magnezone, get an energy advantage on it. Oh, I just come in with Mantine here, I guess. Interesting. Okay. He's going to Dragon Claw me. Oh, then he comes in with Greedent. He's going to throw the Body Slam. I'm actually going to let this go. Try to make it to a spot where I can bait and then throw the Mirror or Wild Charge. So I'm going to bait here. No, I don't bait here. Thinking that he's going to call the bait. He does. So he unsuccessfully calls the bait there. And then Mirror Shot this. And then I have an Air Lace here. So yeah, sometimes it's kind of a big baiting game with Magnezone. But this is how it is sometimes. Comes in with he has Wheezing here in the lead. Interesting lead here. I was thinking about swapping out. But this thing learns Overheat, so I thought that would be kind of tough. So I just decided to stay in here for the most part. And then I'm going to go in with, I want to throw right before he gets to his next Play Rough. And I want to keep this alive, so I come in to catch the Play Rough, but I actually don't get that one turn lag. So I'm able to take it out without taking the Play Rough. And that's going to put me one above, or no, he catches on his Poliwrath or his Gligar. I was going to say that puts me right above the... Like, I'm going to outpace Poliwrath to the Skull by just one move. So I'm going to shield this because it's kind of a tough situation here. Then I Zap Cannon. Now he's going to be able to overfarm a little bit extra. I actually make the catch on Mantine, the dig catch. That's right as my clock came up, so it's really nice. He's going to be able to take it out, but what I'm able to do here is come in with a Magnezone and farm it down. I mean, he's probably going to switch out. Probably shouldn't have waited my clock here. I'm not sure if his switch clock is up yet or not, but whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna shield this up, and then he's gonna come in with Poliwrath. I think. Oh yeah, so I'm able to throw this yeah, that was my plan. Okay, wild charging it, and then I almost have a Zap Cannon on this thing. So he throws a Scald. I think he undercharged it a little bit, but yeah, CMP tied there too, and then able to farm down with my Registeel and take that game. Next up, I think this was Paddle Man, common leaderboarder. I see him all the time up there. Really, really good battler. I'm going to safe swap my Registeel, another team that just doesn't have an answer to a Registeel. So I'm going to Zap Cannon this. And he's going to shield this. I get the attack fall, so I'm definitely able to make it to another move now. Not going to shield this, and he Nature Madnesses me for some odd reason. I don't know why he did that. But yeah, get another debuff. Now he's able to farm me down. Not too worried about it though. I'm gonna come in with Mantine, and I still don't know the moveset. I still don't know the moveset for this thing. So luckily he threw right away, and I'm able to make it to a Wild Charge, and he actually boosts, which I mean probably isn't that big of a deal, but still is pretty annoying. So I Wild Charge this. Mirror Shot probably wouldn't have taken out. No, probably not. So he's running Lick on this thing, and I'm able to make it to a Wild Charge where it lives just with 1 HP. So really, that was really annoying, but I mean, I still have a shield on my Mantine. Even though he's going to throw Nature's Madness and debuff me, I still need to shield that move. So I'm able to get to double Air Lace here. And then he's got just 1 HP on his Obstagoon, able to farm that down. I mean, it wasn't enough for anything past like a 35-40 charge move attack. So yeah, Empoleon lead here. Gonna swap my Registeel, and then he's gonna answer with a Gligar. Well, hoping to get that Zap Cannon off before he gets to a dig, but not able to. I'm not sure if it would make a difference. I think I still died it too, but yeah. So we're just gonna keep tapping away. This isn't necessarily the best matchup, but I decided just to go for the Focus Blast. They do the same amount of damage. He actually lets that go, so yeah, I guess he was probably thinking that I was going to go all the way to 80, which I only went 75, so he's probably thinking I could throw 8 wing attacks there. He could throw 8 wing attacks, but yeah. Able also to make it to a Zap Cannon against the Sableye. Really, really nice there too. Taking this foul play. And now I'm able just to simply farm this down. I mean, you guys can see the writing on the wall here. We'll farm this down. Then I'll have 2 wild charges loaded for the Sableye. Even if, yeah, he got to another move, not a big deal though. He's not at a move with his Sableye, so able to just wild charge 1, and he's gonna let that go. His win con was that I baited, so good call by him. Here, you guys kind of, I started my recording late. All that happened was that I safe swapped my Registeel into his lead that you guys just saw, and he answered with a Poliwrath. Now, I like to play it like this. Yeah, you just bring it to the one shields to give him the opportunity to take switch or to use up his second shield. Usually they use up their second shield here. I'm not sure if I could have thrown later there, but I should have if I could have. So, yeah. And then just gonna take on all these Icy Winds. Icy Winds really don't do anything to Mantine though. Mantine's very, very bulky. Going for this Aerial Ace. And yeah, so I'm up a shield on my Mantine, or on my Magnezone. Now I could come in here and farm it down, but it just, counters do a lot. But I do decide to do that actually, so yeah. Comes in with a Razor Leaf Tropius. I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I wasn't sure how much a wild charge would do. This must have been one of my first matches actually, yeah. But he has his own Magnezone in the back. He tries to catch, but not a big deal because I have a Mantine in the back with an Aerial Ace. And I actually really screw up there. I thought it would do a little more damage where I could, I don't know. So I'm forced just to throw one and throw the Aerial Ace. Because, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tank that. Volt Switch, probably not. But then I'm able to get to this Aerial Ace, luckily, and take it out. So a misplay by me, but still able to get the dub. So let me guys know what you guys' thoughts on Shadow Magnezone are. I was really impressed by it. It has some bad matchups, and it's kind of a little bit tricky to work around, but able to be done. Had a lot of fun learning this team. And that's going to wrap up the video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.